And welcome back, everyone, here to News Now. Take a look at President Trump's Twitter feed right now. This is all of the tweets today. We're talking more than 15 already, and it's really not even in the lunchtime hour yet. Welcome back here to News Now. We're bringing up his tweets right now, and we're joined here by Vincent Orlick, a social media specialist, kind of break down what's happening today at the White House. They're calling it a social media summit.
They are calling it that.
Yeah. And now here's the thing that's a little interesting about this. You would think the heavy hitters like Facebook, Twitter, they'd be part of the conversation. They're not. They're not there.
They're not. They were not invited.
Yeah.
I mean, Facebook, as many people know, some still don't. Facebook owns Instagram, so neither of those are there.
Right.
WhatsApp is also owned by Facebook. Of course, not there. Twitter's not there. Pinterest, as far as we know, is not there.
Yeah, sure.
You name pretty much all the major players. LinkedIn would be the other of the big four, and Snapchat. I mean, it's not a true summit in my humble opinion.
Yeah. And now, why do you think? Because so many times he talks about how, not all my tweets are being seen, or stuff like that, or even his supporters say that as well. Why not bring them over there and kind of like put them on blast a little on a public stage?
Yeah, great question. I don't know. I honestly don't know how you have a summit and call it a summit without any of those there. I mean, even if only one or two were there, it would be much better, much more valid, in my opinion. He's met with these companies before. He has met with them over the course of his administration.
Right.
He brought up some interesting topics in terms of his Twitter, talking about his followers aren't seeing all of his things, and essentially he's a user on Twitter.
Yes.
We are all users on Twitter and all subject to their algorithm. If anything, I would say that President Trump has the most visibility of most any user at this point on Twitter. If you look at the engagement and the activity on all of his tweets, I mean, you're talking about every single tweet getting thousands, tens of thousands of likes, retweets, and all that.
Retweets are
everything, all the time. And there's people that sit there and wait to respond. They have notifications set. They're jumping on his tweets like right away.
And think about it. It goes from the tweet, and then as soon as he tweets, it's on cable news. It's on all the news, and they're just taking the screenshot of it.
Right.
So now it's going from Twitter onto the mainstream news there as well.
Yeah.
Now, do you think Twitter they're secretly really happy about how President Trump is just really taken to Twitter?
I would say that it's not a negative for Twitter.
Yeah.
Because he's also hasn't. If you look at the rest of his social media, it's not the same in any way. I mean, certainly there's engagement and activity, right?
Sure.
There's posts. He's got a social media director. He's got a digital director that's actually leading this summit today.
Yes.
But his social media on Facebook, on Instagram, it's much different. It's not in any way this reactive or this commentary that is clearly him tweeting. He's not. A lot of celebrities, a lot of politicians, actually maybe less politicians than celebrities at this point, have someone doing it for them. But they've taken that cue, to be honest, from the president over the last several years. I mean, it started with Obama with social media for sure. He was the first president that was really, I mean, he utilized social media in a huge way to get elected, to get his message out, but not like President Trump has ratcheted up to another level as we've all seen over the last 3 years, 4 years, going back to even his campaign. You could attribute a lot of his campaign messaging and following even to Twitter, not even just social media as a whole, but Twitter specifically. So yes, Twitter, I would say Twitter is hesitant to do anything that stops President Trump, from tweeting the way that he does, because they know that it does bring eyeballs and has brought a lot of eyeballs to Twitter itself.
Now, do you think he's doing this type of different kind of meeting today at the White House, not with Facebook, not with Twitter, because he feels like he has a pretty good handle on that, where he's like, you know what, I could tweet all day. I know how to do this.
Right.
Do you think he's trying to reach out to others that may not be so much in the mainstream as far as social media?
Well, he's definitely trying to reach out to others that are not in the mainstream. I mean, that is absolutely who's there. It is a very right-wing focused group. I mean, there's no question if you look at who's there, it's a group that is not necessarily as well known among everybody, but among a certain niche audience, and is his audience. Right. So he's definitely playing to that, and you know, a lot of these folks are maybe not expressing. They're not expressing views in a really positive way a lot of times. So it's a very questionable group, to be honest, that's there, that is talking about social media, and there's still no clear agenda. Like, what is it even about? What is the meeting? I like using that word rather than summit. What is the meeting about? Is this a big nothing burger, or what is going to come of this? What is the agenda? What is the deliverable? I mean, anything along those lines, we don't know at this point. We may not know even after it's over.
Now, what would you have liked to see? Would you have liked to see all of the parties together, or maybe not even go this route?
Yeah, I think it would be highly valuable to pull together the big 4 or 5 companies: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Snapchat. Google is not there either. Alphabet, which is the parent company. Google is not there. YouTube is not there. There's not a representative from YouTube. So while YouTube isn't purely social media, it's grouped in that
content hub.
That whole concept. So absolutely, there's value for the president or the administration coming together with these companies to talk about some of the issues that are out there and how things can be better addressed. I mean, look, the First Lady has a whole anti-bullying campaign. Social media has a problem with bullying, and these companies are trying to, for better or worse, they're trying to address it. They have come out with some new rules and new approaches and stronger handed approaches, even in the last couple days. But you know, that's an important issue. And now, where do we go if we think about these social media channels in the next 5 or 10 years? What is it going to look like?
True. And you know, that's a good way to go about this now for social media as a whole. You know, when we talk about, let's start with Facebook here. When they first started, Mark Zuckerberg was all about, this is open, we want everything to be an open world now. And now, in the last 6 months or so, that's really dialed back, hasn't it? Now he's focusing on privacy. Yeah,
I mean, they came out at their, I believe it was the developer conference or one of the conferences, and specifically said, we're pivoting to a more private approach, and I don't know that they can put the horse back in the barn here.
Yeah, right.
It's already been a decade of no. Our approach is we want transparency and share with your friends and share your life and all this type of thing, and I just don't know that that's tenable or feasible to do that in any way. We'll see. I haven't really seen much change.
Yeah, and I don't understand why people think if they do upload this and they're like, well, I only want this to be for my friends here. Why do they really think as soon as they hit that upload button that it's really only going to be for their friends?
Yeah.
I mean, people can screenshot stuff. People can do anything.
Yes, absolutely. To a point. I mean, I would say each channel has its own way of going about it, right? So with Facebook, let's say, which is the one that is kind of, well, it's not kind of, it is the leader, right? It still is the leader, despite numbers dwindling among the youth. It's still the top dog. And then they own Instagram, which is the top dog of the moment, I would say.
Really quick, would you say that was one of the best acquisitions for a company? I mean, didn't they get it for really cheap?
At the time, it wasn't cheap, but now, now, if you look back at 2012, I mean, pre-IPO for Facebook, and they acquired Instagram for for it was either 1 or 2 billion,
Right.
Which was like
I couldn't have got that, but
right, yeah,
I mean,
me either.
yeah.
Me either. I would have had to ask some friends for
Yeah,
a couple loans.
yeah.
But they, at the time, it was like, oh, they're paying all this money for this app. Instagram was not close to what it is now, but they did have some sort of a vision. I mean, I have to give them credit for that, for at least seeing that Instagram had this potential and did have a growing user base. And they acquired that. The other one around the same time was WhatsApp, which is huge internationally. I mean,
Yeah.
huge user base internationally, even though we don't really use it as much here.
Right.
Having those two, that's why there's all this talk now about whether it's Google or Facebook or even Amazon to a point, but Facebook in a big way and Google because they've acquired these other companies that they're monopolies. Because Facebook owns, between Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, I mean, that is billions of users. Some overlap for sure, but they're worldwide the biggest, I mean, next to Google probably in terms of usage and how many people use their platform, have a profile on their platform. I mean, it's Facebook and Google.
Right. And let's talk about this. Is interesting since we're talking about the summit, we're talking about politics as well. Do you think for up-and-coming politicians that are thinking about going in to races, maybe not right away, but maybe a 10-year goal, 20-year goal for some, do you think they're thinking, well, I really got to look at my social media and really be aware of what I'm doing?
For sure. It's been that way, I would say, at the very least since the last campaign. The last campaign, I was really trying to see what the candidates were doing, even in the primaries, but definitely in the major election, major campaign time once the nominees were announced. And I would even throw, Bernie Sanders in there right before that. But they all, like these candidates were all on Snapchat.
Yeah,
they were on all the channels, right?
Sure.
But the fact that they were on Snapchat because they're trying to reach this younger millennial audience of voters. And they had these strategies, and you could see what they were doing. They were following them around, giving them behind-the-scenes type thing at the election, at the campaign events. It was really interesting, and it was managed. It wasn't like Bernie Sanders was walking around doing selfies of himself all the time. He did a couple, but he had a team. His social media team, his digital team, is running that for him during that time, and same with the others. We're at a point right now where, like I said with the president, Twitter is his way, and he's acknowledged this multiple times, of getting his message directly to the people in his mind, because the news doesn't do it for him in his mind.
And you could tell the way that it's him tweeting it. There's no way, because when you look at the other politicians, how they tweet, it's always like it's very, very like it's been proofread like 20 times.
Yeah, I mean proper capitalization, grammar, and there's somewhere with the president, occasionally you'll see something that's a little different. As far as a tweet, you can tell it's not him, and you can tell exactly when it's him, just because we've been so exposed to how his mannerisms on Twitter. There are some politicians that I feel like if it's not them actually pushing the buttons, it's at least them dictating it, and someone else is maybe proofreading it and putting it out there. But I think it's a huge key going forward for any candidate, any politician, to reach the public in that way. I think it's expected at this point. I think we are at the point of, as voters, as constituents, we want to hear. This is the way we can hear from these politicians and our representatives. This is how we can hear from them on a regular basis, and we do want to hear from them, I think.
Right. And here's one thing that I think that for his social media team, for his director, I think they need to hit Instagram stories harder. Because think about it, what better story would be like a day of the president's life, right?
Sure.
That would be cool for a behind the scenes, just not even on policy, but just to see something that you wouldn't normally see.
I agree to a point. I don't know that they're going to necessarily do that. I think that their social media strategy, for whatever it may be, their social media strategy does seem to be, at least right now, it seems to be let the president tweet whatever he wants,
right.
3 a.m., whatever, about anything. It's working for them, to their audience, and their, again, in his mind and their minds. But the other channels, they're just doing kind of the typical,
Sure.
hey, here's this curated, beautiful picture.
Yeah.
Here's this video that, like the video he just tweeted out, I think yesterday or the day before, is really, produced.
Oh yeah,
It's just
highly
all
edited.
highly edited, like super, just pictures of him. Like, I mean, it was
What you would expect, expect to see.
Yes, what you expect to see from a personal branding type of point. So for better or worse, that's I think how they're approaching it. They're not doing anything really groundbreaking. It's just curating, and here's how we want to present the campaign soon enough, but the administration, the president, what he's doing, which of course they're going to put the best foot forward. I mean, everyone's going to do that generally,
right.
But then you have this Twitter account that is just, I mean, for a politician, especially going back a few years, off the wall. Like, there was nobody doing this to this level. President Obama tweeted, but it wasn't this whole like off the cuff.
No, it was
stream of consciousness type thing with threads. I mean, it just wasn't like that. No one has done this at his level until he did.
Do you think after this administration, other presidents are going to be like, well, you know what, we gotta tweet too, like this, or not to that as factor, but we still got to get our message out.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll be thinking about that more now?
I think so. Maybe not to this level. Whenever and whoever the next president is, I could see them definitely dialing it back. If you compare activity levels,
right?
I don't think that the next person would be whichever side it comes from. I don't think that person would do this to this level, but there is an expectation, like I said, of this transparency, this public appearance and messaging, and then the other thing to remember is that these channels, they do get documented. They get the official White House presidential channels get documented by the Library of Congress. So there's a level of historical documentation that's taking place. That only started from the Obama administration, because that was the first active social media group.
All right, and then Vincent, what do you think? Last time you were here, we were talking about what's probably going to be the next big thing. You said TikTok. How's that doing?
Yeah, TikTok
is it catching on?
Okay.
I
mean, among the youth, right?
Right.
Or the Ute, as Joe Pesci would say. It's huge among Gen Z, which is your teens and preteens right now out there. For if you have not heard that term, you will. Like you heard millennials, right? Like you hear now. Gen Z.
So what kind is this now? What setup is this?
So TikTok is like the all these things combined into one, in a sense. So it's the brevity and I won't say the ephemeralness of Snapchat, because the videos are actually not ephemeral in the sense of they allow you to download them. People make videos, they make these short videos. A lot of music is involved. There's some lip syncing, or it's very meme based. And when I say meme based, the first thing that usually comes to most people's minds is a meme that you see, like you read. But a meme can really be anything that is just almost has any kind of viral quality to it in the culture and in the society. So it could be a dance. It could be, I mean, you name it, anything that's just being repeated over and over like that.
Sure.
So there's a lot of meme type behavior which gets seen over and over and over millions of times. We're at a level of millions and millions of views, billions to some with some hashtags and some memes, and they are they're spending a lot of time. The kids are spending a lot of time on there. There's even military personnel, police and fire service workers. Kind of the thinking right now is that folks in jobs that have this sort of component of time where there's a downtime, are utilizing TikTok to be creative and have fun, and even reach a younger audience. So there's a good and bad part to it. I mean, I think it's always good to try to reach that younger audience and give your message out there, put your message out there. but then there's also the aspect of, well, hopefully they're still doing their jobs.
Sure, yeah, right.
But TikTok was I believe it was the most downloaded app worldwide. In Q1 of this year.
Okay.
So the first 3 months of this year, it's huge, and it's only getting bigger here in the U.S. It's owned by a Chinese company, so there's some questions around that aspect of it. Around intentions and data, that sort of a thing. But it is a very shareable, very creative platform for the youth.
Yeah, I think anytime you mention when, like you just said, for the youth, for memes, you had them, right? You get them because sometimes that's all they'll be able to conversate with, just sharing different memes.
Yep, and GIFs.
Yeah, GIFs.
Yeah, I mean, all of that. And it is still, right now, it is still a place, there's some ads being brought on as far as advertisers. You're starting to see ads on there. But it is still a place like Snapchat was in the past. Snapchat sort of still is. But Snapchat initially was where the parents aren't there yet. The older generation is not there. It's a place to sort of be yourself and be with the other people of your generation.
Yeah. I mean, how much fun can Facebook now be when your uncles and aunts and even grandma?
Yeah, the kids are not going on Facebook right now.
No.
Not much.
No. Okay, last one. I got to ask you this one. This is totally off topic, but it's still on Twitter. It's still on Twitter.
Yes.
What did you think when you saw O.J. Simpson start a Twitter account? What were you thinking?
I was in a small state of shock.
Yeah.
And was more shocked when I saw just the video, what he did tweet.
Yes.
But it's also on brand in a sense with OJ, because unfortunately he's always
still all about him.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely, and he's always played the part of. I'm still out there looking for the people that did it, and it's like, here I am. This is the real juice.
Right.
This is where you can find my thoughts and opinions.
Yeah.
Really?
Right.
Was it
25 years later?
Yeah. And who was calling for this at this point?
I know.
I don't know. So look, in his kind of approach, his personal brand, it's, as much as I'm not going to follow it or really pay attention, there are people that he can reach an audience, just like any of these channels.
Sure.
He's using it to reach an audience that he thinks is out there. So,
and I think though he still thinks Twitter it's only video platform. Every time he tweets, it's all videos. I don't think there's maybe one, maybe two that there's actual just a tweet, but he loves that video aspect.
Oh yeah, and I would love to know if, I just cannot imagine that he's doing these himself. I feel like he's got someone advising him and helping and making those. I mean, obviously there's someone recording the videos, right?
Yeah.
But I think he's got some sort of PR thing going, a PR team or a person advising him, a manager.
Right.
I don't know, but that has to be the case, because I just don't know if he would know how to do all these things, because just typically that's the attitude, is so many people that have never used it, like, oh, I don't get on Twitter, I don't do this type of stuff, and I'm too old for that, and it's like, okay, well, we'll see with OJ. It's a really interesting one.
Yeah.
And also, don't forget, not in the same vein, but Bernie Sanders just created his Twitch account.
Oh, geez.
So he's not. Twitch is a.
Wait, isn't this the video gaming stuff?
It is.
You would watch him play video games?
It typically is a spot for gamers to get on and play video games, and people watch the live stream of them. But he's using it just like a platform to reach an audience.
Yes.
They've determined, his team have determined that there's an audience for him on Twitch. His audience lives on Twitch. They're not going to use it for gaming. I don't see that.
Sure.
I feel like they're just going to use it more for the live streaming aspect, where his audience spends time, and then Bernie Sanders is doing this event, this speech or something, or campaign event in Iowa, whatever it may be, and they're putting it on Twitch and Facebook Live and everything, just trying to hit all these different demographics. Like I said, he was on Snapchat back in 2016, 2015. So, he also does have there's a younger audience that he has that may be a good way to reach them.
There we go.
We'll see.
There we go. Well, thank you, Vincent, so much
Thanks,
for
man.
coming
Thanks for
on.
having me.
We broke it all down. I mean, we had the White House summit. We had OJ. We had
the White House meeting.
Yes.
The White House meeting.
The meeting. Thank you so much. Oh, and by the way, talking about social media, I booked this interview through Twitter, huh?
Yes,
so there
through
we
the
go.
DMs.
Yeah, the DMs. That'll work there. So see everyone, guys, you can book meetings through the DMs. It just doesn't have to be all for the girls there.
Yeah, and LinkedIn was down.
Yeah.
So all day yesterday, and we booked it through the Twitter DMs. So.
There we go. Vincent,